Ex-Chancellor Rishi Sunak, now a British Tory MP, is quite a regular topic in the news these days. Following the Chris Pincher affair, a number of MPs, including the former Chancellor, resigned from the cabinet, inspiring many others to do the same. Then, the departure of the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has prompted the current Conservative Party to choose a new leader, who will also take over as our next PM. One of the first to enter the race for the top position is Mr. Sunak, who's currently competing against Liz Truss after garnering the backing of several Conservative MPs. But it goes without saying that Mr. Sunak first gained notoriety for initiating the furlough program and the initiative Eat Out to help out during the pandemic, as well as for talking about solutions to the rising cost of living crisis. But what else is known about Mr. Sunak and his professional background as he runs for 10 Downing Street? The former Chancellor has so far had a rather global career, with ventures in the UK, the US, India and other countries. At the esteemed Winchester College in Oxford, Mr. Sunak studied philosophy, politics and economics. He then travelled to California, where he got a scholarship to enroll in Stanford University's MBA program as a Fulbright scholar, one of the most prestigious educational exchange programs available. But soon after, he was back in the UK working for Goldman Sachs. He changed careers and joined the Children's Investment Fund Management as a partner. He assisted in founding MPs.Former Partners, a private investment company, in 2010 when he was about 29 years old. Additionally, he served as a director of Catamaran Ventures, which belonged to his father-in-law, the wealthy Indian entrepreneur N.R. Narayana Murty. In 2014, he entered politics for the Conservative Party, and in 2015 he succeeded Lord William Hague in holding the Richmond seat. In 2017, Mr. Sunak was also re-elected. He won by a margin of more than 27,000 votes, demonstrating his popularity at the time in his district. He was appointed Chancellor in 2020, and two of his most well-known decisions were during the COVID-19 pandemic: the unveiling of the vacation scheme and the Eat Out to Help Out program. On July 5, 2022, he announced his resignation as Chancellor of the Exchequer, citing differences with Prime Minister Boris Johnson in his letter of resignation. He declared his candidacy on July 8 to succeed Mr. Johnson as Tory leader. So what then is the issue with his wife? While attending Stanford University, Rishi Sunak met Akshata Murty, a woman who would become his wife. The pair, who have been married for about 13 years, got married in 2009 in Bangalore, Akshata's hometown in southern India. Rishi does business at Catamaran Ventures with Akshata's well-known father, Indian billionaire N.R. Narayana Murty. Murty, one of India's richest men, co-founded the information technology business Infosys. His enormous net worth is estimated by Forbes to be $4.3 billion, which is equivalent to £3.1 billion. Sudha Murty, the mother of Akshata, has been wed to N.R. since 1978. She also has a brother named Rohan, a junior fellow at Massachusetts Harvard University. Wife Akshata previously held positions in marketing and finance, but she later transitioned into fashion design and now owns Akshata Designs. The disclosure of Akshata's legal, non-domicile tax status sparked controversy earlier this year. This year, Rishi Sunak and his wife Akshata Murty will become the first frontline politicians to appear on the Sunday Times Rich List. Rishi Sunak is now vying for the Tory leadership against Liz Truss. The former Chancellor is said to be the wealthiest member of the House of Commons due to his earlier career as a banker and marriage to Miss Murty, the daughter of one of India's most successful businessmen. Ironically, only days before he was added to the House of Commons wealthiest list, Mr. Sunak was compelled to implement further cost of living assistance measures due to the energy price cap expected to rise much higher later this year. So just how much is Rishi Sunak worth? The Sunak and Murty family's wealth is estimated to be at $730 million on the Sunday Times Rich List. He registered a blind trust in July 2019 after being named Chief Secretary to the Treasury by the then Chancellor Sajid Javid, earning his work for the US investment bank Goldman Sachs and later the hedge fund he founded, MPs.Former Partners, in 2010. The trust is thought to contain a multi-million-pound fortune. Blind trusts let investors earn interest on their money without being aware of the real investment. Now that Mr. Sunak is in charge of the UK economy, this is meant to eliminate any potential conflict of interest. In October 2020, there was pressure on him to disclose information about the blind trust, especially if any funds were being stored in offshore accounts. Liberal Democrat leader Sir Ed Davey said at the time, "The truth with this trust is that the only people that are blind to it are the public. The Chancellor has only set up the trust 18 months ago, but the public has no idea where the money is or whether there is a conflict of interest." Davey went on to say, "With public trust in this government plummeting, greater transparency in all their dealings is essential and the Chancellor must show a lead." With this revelation of blind trusts and bank accounts set up in the Cayman Islands, top financial analysts estimate that Rishi Sunak's true net worth falls in the range of £1.2 to £1.5 billion. What about his family? How much are they worth? Mr. Sunak married his wife in 2009 and she is the source of the great majority of the family's riches. She is wealthier than the Queen thanks to her shares in Infosys Corporation, which her father, N.R. Narayana Murthy, co-founded. Her stakes in the firm are estimated to be worth roughly £430 million. Additionally, her family and Amazon have a £900 million joint venture in India. Miss Murty also owns a venture capital firm based in the UK and serves as a director or direct stakeholder at 5 additional UK businesses. She utilises the venture capital firm Catamaran Ventures UK Limited to hold her own riches. Before becoming an MP, Mr. Sunak sold all of the firm's shares he had possessed and handed them to his wife. So there you have it. It's truly a spectacle to have and live as a billionaire, even more so when you may become the next Prime Minister of England. Money sure does buy everything, doesn't it? What do you think of Rishi Sunak? Leave a comment to let us know what you think and be sure to like, subscribe and turn on notifications. See you next time.